This is WKNC 88.1 FM HD1 Raleigh. You're listening to Off the Record, a series here at WKNC where the station interviews people, well, not a station, the station itself, personalities, I guess, I don't know if you can call it that, where we interview local musical artists and talents. I'm your host, Loaf, and I would like to welcome you to The Slice on Off the Record, where I interview local Raleigh artists, but now we're kind of expanding to more local NC artists, Central NC more specifically. Today I had the pleasure of having Weymouth in the studio. How are you all doing? Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Doing good.
Doing good. I'm Dustin.
And I'm JP.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Falbo. And I'm Jose.
Nice. Quickly, what do y'all play in the band?
Dustin here. I play guitar and do a little bit of screamy screams and a little bit of sings.
Yeah.
I'm JP. I do drums.
I'm Brendan. I sing and occasionally yell.
I'm Falbo, and I play bass. I'm Jose, and I also play guitar, and I produce our music as well.
Nice. So where are you guys from specifically in Central NC? You guys like to correct me on that?
We're from, I guess, more specifically, Southern Pines.
Yeah.
A lot of people know it for Pinehurst, little golf capital.
Golf capital of the world?
But we say, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, we say Southern Pines.
Yeah. Nice. So how long has Weymouth been around?
I think we're pandemic babies. We just
Yeah.
started. It started off as like me, Dustin, and Brandon, Falbo, just started jamming at Dustin's dad's house, and then we realized these songs are good enough to like get recorded and maybe even play live someday. Like it's just a fun project that got bigger.
Nice. What is Weymouth? I guess more specifically, sort of like more of a philosophical sense. Is it basically just like you guys as friends coming together, creating some music? Like what's up with it? Very general, very philosophical.
It feels like a pretty big nostalgia trip. I mean, like we all came together from. I mean, we've known each other for so long.
Very long. Like, as early as, like, well, you guys went to high school together.
Yeah. Brendan, Falbo, and I went to high school together.
Mm-hmm.
Jose actually helped me on a record back in like 2013, and we most recently like met JP. But it all comes down to, I guess, where we grew up, and Weymouth Woods is like the core of the area. We've just all had pretty like fond memories of the spot, and so came together and made Weymouth.
Nice.
Weymouth is for the homies, by the homies.
It definitely seems the vibe.
Certified, verified.
So you guys have been, I guess, jamming for a while together, and then like finally you were just like, hey, we should start doing this. How long have you guys been like jamming together, and like actually been like, how long has this been in the works? I guess subconsciously.
I guess it's kind of funny because like Jose was kind of scouting for projects, and we kind of ended up working with him so closely that he was thinking about playing guitar for one of our shows, and he was like, can I just be in the band this week? Because it made more sense. And unanimous yes. So now we're a full 5-piece.
Nice.
Yeah, but before that, it's pretty much just pandemic history. You guys have been in other musical projects together, though.
Yeah, definitely.
What are those other musical projects? Just very briefly.
I was in a band for like 11 years called Our Blue Lights, and
okay.
Falbo was in there with me, and Brendan was always in a band alongside of us, so we always like toured or played music together, but we never like collectively came together on something.
Nice.
And
Ships
this
passing in the night.
and so eventually we were all just like, how about we try to like do something together? And we did.
Nice. A meeting of the great minds, right? It's just sort of so you guys are very much veterans of this sort of music and just like the musical scene and doing all this stuff in general, right? So
For the most part, I'll go ahead and speak up now. I'm the
He's
I'm
baby.
I'm the newest addition. This is actually my first band.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of the group, and so I'm being introduced. But this for the rest of them, they very much are music veterans, and I've been learning a lot from them and just playing shows with them, and it's been one great experience.
Nice. I think that I think definitely your experience definitely comes out in your music. Your music is very sort of just defined in tune, and it's just very like, I guess it's catchy too, which is another thing that I guess segue into. How would you all sort of define Weymouth's own music? How would you define your own music? Does it fit in any genre? Like, is it like specific? Is it just all over the place? Like how do you guys think about it?
Whenever people ask us this question, we
Yeah.
just name bands that we like and genres that we think might fit until we're kind of like done and there's just an awkward silence.
Honestly, I love asking this question because like the other three bands I've asked, I've gotten like completely like just different. So
if I want to keep the conversation brief, I'm just like, it's like indie, pop punk, a little bit alternative, little rock. Like, it's just
Everything.
yeah,
yeah.
It's a terrible answer, but it.
Oh
at
no,
its
that's a
core,
good
it is
answer.
Pretty truthful.
Yeah, it's tough because I feel like I can never give a good enough answer to somebody who asks
Yeah.
because there's just something missing every time.
Honestly, like that's a great answer. I love just sort of that sort of like mosh pit of like everything and just sort of like just doing your own thing. What do you guys like most about your own music? I know this is a very egocentric question, but like, do you guys like what do you like about it?
I personally like that we can't put a genre type to it, really. I like that we can have to think about it, and, it's the first time in a long time that it's been that way.
I feel like Weymouth is for sure the band I always wanted to be in high school, but I couldn't meet the right people or make that happen. So
Nice.
I got a little bit of outside perspective on it. I was not super involved in the writing of any of the music that's out currently. I served in like a production role, so, like tweaking things, like maybe we change this part, maybe repeat this. Just very very small notes like that. But the thing I enjoy about it is I think it really comes alive when you're playing it live. Very very enjoyable experience to just jam these songs because it's just a completely different experience than the record. And that's where I like the songs most.
So with that sort of like, I guess, production and just sort of just like how you guys create your own songs, it's very, I guess, like, I listened to your latest EP, You're the Weymouth, and it's the tunes are very complex. It seems it has a lot of layers to it, and that's what I personally love about my music is that like I can go back, I can listen to it, I can always find something new about it. How do you guys achieve that with 5 people? And just like generally just like I guess I would assume that you guys have your own perspectives or like a little bit like how do you guys achieve something so just like uniform yet so complex?
So in the context of the studio, Dustin and Falbo would write the guitar parts, and they would come in and it would be like, here's rhythm guitar, here's lead guitar, and then they do bass, and then a lot of the other layers are like, what if we added this? What if we did this? Do that again. Change and we just so a lot of the songs that are kind of like heavily layered, we're just like in pursuit of like adding textures to the song because the first EP is very bare bones.
Yeah,
it's 2 guitars, bass drum, just a standard band type deal. There's not a lot of fancy stuff going on. It was just an attempt to kind of like push the sound a little bit further, mature it just a little bit, but still kind of keep it like in quotations like punk.
Yeah. Okay.
Weymouth is strictly a punk adjacent band.
Honestly, like honestly, if you're loud and you're angry about something, like that's punk, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't matter what it is. So would you say that your process is very collaborative in this sense, like you were mentioning, just like there's you guys keep on like sort of like adding stuff that you like and all type of stuff. Is that a good shout for that? Just like collaborative.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say that there's also focus on like a lot of these songs originate with different people to start with. Like Falbo's written A&B on the first EP and Starlight on the second one, and like that's just kind of what we do. We start with ideas and build off of it until it becomes something complete, and at least we tell ourselves complete. Then we call it a day.
You have to surrender the songs.
Yeah.
Like, we're done with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So with that, I guess like do your jam sessions like with creating these songs and like having all these new ideas, do they last like a while, would you say? I assume you guys have jam sessions, right?
So, context for that, actually. So the the way this band like recorded our music and stuff, like we have spent a lot of time kind of catching up to ourselves because the albums were produced and recorded and we were not playing live because pandemic and not a ton of opportunities to get out just yet that we were comfortable doing. So we ended up like right now it feels like we're still maturing as like the live band because we're still, you know, working on these songs that we've written, produced, and put out. But like there's still 2 songs in our catalog that we've yet to play that we're currently working on. So we haven't. It doesn't feel like we've spent a lot of time as like a full unit, like jamming per se.
Yeah.
But like the jamming writing, they could speak more to that. But it's just like as like a normal band, we don't really jam a lot just yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that because that's gonna be a lot of fun once we start doing that.
Yeah, whenever it came to like writing music, it was always like we said already, it was someone came up with a piece or like a whole part and would bring it over to somebody else, and they would add additional pieces to that song, and then we would just kind of keep going through the grapevine, like, oh, we should add this or we should add this, and so, but yeah, we would start in small groups and like kind of collaboratively bring up a piece, writing it, but not really like, you know, jam band style.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I always like see like, I don't know, like jamming and sort of just like, it's very interesting that they guys haven't really jammed that much because it always seems like you guys are, well, at least musically, just very like together. I guess like it's very much on your social media presence, very much just like like in your songs, like everything is just collaborating together. So I guess like
Because we're friends.
Yeah.
Pals.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
people joke about it, but I mean, I think we all are legitimately really good friends outside of this band, and so I mean, I think that really does put forth quite an aspect to the whole, just everything about the band.
Yeah, because rehearsal is like a quick run through of whatever we're playing for our next show, and then video games for the.
Nice. Always how it's done.
Very off.
Yeah.
Do you guys like have like I guess you guys aren't college age, right? You guys aren't like 22, right? No. So no. Because honestly, like I was imagining just like you guys just have like one big house and then just like all 5 of you living together, but I assume that's not.
How old, if you had to guess, how old would you think we are?
I think you guys are like in your late 20s, early 30s.
It's a spread.
It's a spread?
Yeah.
Good call.
Mostly correct.
Mostly correct? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm the only outlier.
JP baby.
Falvo.
Oh yeah, Falvo too.
Yeah.
I guess
You're an outlier.
I'm pretty much late 20s now.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
26.
Pretty
That's,
much.
no, that's
Oh,
mid-
mid
no.
20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
He said I'm a soft
I'm
20.
catching up.
You know, mentally I'm 22.
In all forms but physical.
Physically, I'm starting to feel it. I don't know.
It's dangerous to be mentally 22.
I don't have it in me.
Insurance companies would tend to agree. Ooh.
So yeah, so I guess with that, at least real quick question: how long does it usually take for a song to get start to finish for you guys? Is it like a very quick process that depends on the song? Like, what's up with it?
I think like correct me if I'm wrong. I think like the initial writing can happen pretty fast. But then when it gets brought into the studio, then it goes through the forge, like it gets like hammered and changed a lot. But in ways that I think ultimately make it better and more Weymouthy, if that's a thing.
Right.
I think a safe thing to say is a lot of these songs start out as a voice memo.
Yeah. That's
Check out this
that's
riff.
a trend. Yeah, that's a trend. Like a lot of voice memos. Yeah.
It'd be like one dinky little riff, and then we'll come together and make it a whole song. Like,
Yeah.
like oh wow.
That's awesome. So I guess like you guys write a lot of voice memo. You guys do a lot of voice memos and stuff, right? With like a lot of your stuff. I do like a lot of I guess like writing down like a lot of tabs and stuff. Do you guys have? I guess like I'm always very curious. Do you guys have these songs written down like in tabs and like
No.
music sheets?
The
Okay,
only
no.
one
Some.
that's written
No,
down
some.
is A and B.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they might
two-
exist on like phone notes, but we're not like
phone
we're not
notes.
tabs or
Yeah,
anything.
phone notes.
Well, no,
for
I have
sure.
it tapped out on the computer.
Okay.
Like a full
A
thing.
and
I wish
B
I had
as
known
tabs
that. I sent
confirmed.
it.
Yeah.
I got
Areas
phone
tabs
notes.
converted.
That's it.
Is Is that just because like you guys just feel like you don't have the time, or you just kind of just want to like let it live in the consciousness of y'all? Like, is that just like?
Well, so here's the thing: if we forgot something, we have all the multi tracks because like again, like I've produced the band, so we have everything. Like if we forget something, we can just listen to it and figure it out. So there's no fear of like truly forgetting things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like once muscle memory kicks in, like we know these songs. Like me and Dustin could probably play these underwater if we needed to.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, live on air.
Live on air underwater, dude.
Please don't get mad. We know you can't see.
We can't have water in the studio, so it's gonna be outside the studio. But
there's fountains out there. We got.
Yeah. So I guess going on more specifically to your music, your first, more specifically to like tracks and stuff like that. Your first self-titled EP, Weymouth, comparatively to You're the Weymouth, I see like a lot of growth. I feel. How long like was, I guess, well, it says about a year, like in obviously like from 2021 to 2022, where like a lot of these songs in You're the Weymouth, like being worked on like way before that, like what's the timeline for that?
Oh wow, I think
for me it felt like it happened in a flash.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was so because we did that self-titled, then we put out one single like immediately after, like no time to like promote,
Libby, yeah.
Well, no, the Smile.
Smile. Oh,
yeah, and then we put out Libby as a
gosh.
single as well, though.
Smile then.
But like that happened so fast, and then it felt like we were immediately working on Year of the Weymouth, like almost immediately. Like it was crazy.
We finished it relatively fast too. We held on to the songs for a while, and they kind of, I guess we waited for it to grow on us to like just fully appreciate them, and make sure they were right and ready to go. But I mean, we definitely had them done relatively soon after the first EP and Smile came out.
Dustin's being very generous. I took forever on that. Life happened.
Yeah.
Man,
we had a whole calendar that we were gonna plan. Like we missed every date on the initial calendar.
Oh my gosh.
And it just snowballed, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And so finally, I just took like a week. Like I'm finishing this record, even if it kills me.
it.
Yeah. So we did it, and the versions that are out right now are like have like one. We did like one round of revisions on the ones that are out because we were just so ready to have it out because again. We finished it fast, and then it just sat and stewed.
It came out, and we're all like, wait, how do we play these again?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, hence why we were relearning.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll ask a question now. Are you guys working on something else right now? You guys in the studio doing stuff, or are you guys taking a break, just doing live shows?
We cannot confirm nor deny.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
I'm just kidding.
No WKNC first exclusive right here. No.
The artist formerly known as Weymouth.
I got it with Boyd AMC with their music video. Apparently, they have a music video coming out for like Come On Over. So look, you guys gotta top it. No, you don't have to. If you don't want to. You don't have to. If you don't want to. But
small shot. I think that's a Black Plate Productions video. My boy Garrett.
Don't want to make any promises, but I have heard the opening riffs of a potential new song today.
Oh, nice. So obviously, well, we'll change it aside. Go back to your self-titled. How do you feel about A and B? It's one of your more popular songs, right? How do you guys feel about it? What does A and B mean? I saw on your Instagram story like Appalachian Mountain Beer, like and A and B. I saw that one, but yeah,
you are quite the sleuth.
I do my job. How do you guys feel overall about it?
I actually love telling this story. When we first started hanging out, Dustin would just name the tracks whatever we were talking about, and we were drinking A and B beers at that time. And like for some reason, it just stuck.
Oh
and
my
we
God.
haven't changed it since.
No.
Just like straight up, just beats Appalachian Mountain Beer. That's awesome. Honestly, I was trying to find some like some like weird parallels, but I guess if it just means A and B, then it just
It is
means
as
A and B.
simple.
That's awesome.
Yeah, as simple as it sounds.
That is
yeah.
awesome. So, how do you feel about its popularity overall? Do you think it deserves it? Do you wish I wish that another song got a little bit more attention on the EP? Like what's up with it?
Whenever we plan sets, we probably spend like 10 to 15 minutes talking about where A and B should be in the set.
Oh, really?
We,
Okay,
we love
okay.
the song. It pops
Yeah.
off live. It's a lot of fun to play. People
Yeah.
dig it. I had no part in how that like song turned out musically, and this is my favorite song that we
Yeah.
do, with the exception of the stuff from like the new record. Like
Yeah.
just off the first one, A and B it just rips. I love it.
Yeah. A and B
I was just
good.
thinking. I was like thinking back about how it was like created because I remember Falbo came to the lake house and presented the riff for it and had been holding on to it. And I was like, that is a sick riff.
Yeah,
And we sat there for like probably like an hour or two, and we like put the song together.
Nice.
Like
I was sitting there writing lyrics, and I'm like, well, I'm really frustrated with school. I really hate cops. Let's just put this together.
Yeah, because that was during the whole I guess BLM movement and really in general, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That specifically the sheriff line and A&B I wrote
Yes.
because the sheriff of Moore County like took the mask mandate off like super early, like at
Yeah.
the height of the pandemic, and I was just like, that's it.
Yeah, that's one of my I guess most memorable lines. I feel it's like I love you more than a sheriff in handcuffs.
A
Like,
lot.
yeah. So I guess going on to sort of like lyrically, like does your lyrics have, I guess, it's weird to ask, like, does your lyrics have meaning? Like, just like outside of just like what they are, because like a lot of it is just like it just tackles, all your songs seem to tackle just so many different things. Like seasons is literally just about seasons, I feel, and then just like A and B is very much like sort of like not anti-cop, but like, I feel like it is, but you know, it's very much just like has those elements.
I think the thing that I learned the most from my last band to this band is it's kind of a waste if a song's only about one thing. I try to mix themes, and like it doesn't always line up that way, but I do try to keep like lyrically everything from an honest place. I don't want to like overstep, like and become too preachy lyrically or anything like that. But yeah, it's important. I think we're relatable to a lot of people.
But why are there so many Bethesda references?
That's something I can't help.
I was about to say, is it yesterday that was Mormon's anniversary? I mean, like, I mean, like, I see that a lot with well, I guess with the Bethesda reference, like Libby is obviously that whole like cover art, just like at least for the single, is very much a Bethesda reference.
we've done it.
I mean, I'm a huge gamer myself, so it's like you know, Libby's your dog, right?
My dog.
Is your dog?
Correction, for the record, it is my wife's dog. I want to put that out there. My wife's like, can we get a dog? I was like, no, so we have a dog. But we all love Livy. She's awesome. She stinks, but she's a great dog.
If you're listening, Livy.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Libby, please don't be upset. So Libby, again, I think, or at least I feel like it's like your second most popular song. I don't know, but I feel like I hear people talk about it like a lot. How do you guys like Libby and all type of stuff? Like how do you feel about it? Just like general same questions.
I'm a sucker for the harmonized guitars that we
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Like those are a lot. It's a lot of fun. And I think that's probably like the second most complex thing me and Dustin do on our material currently.
Yeah.
But it's a homey song. Like it's just
Absolutely love it.
It makes me feel good.
It's difficult vocally though. If I don't warm up, I can't do it.
Matt, you guys like harmonies a lot, I feel.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Is something that you always try to like jam into a song, or is it like when the song needs it type of thing? Like what's up with it?
Even if a harmony part doesn't fit, I'll be like, Dustin, do some falsetto right here. Let's do it. So it's peppered in all over the record, especially just Year of the Weymouth. It's all over.
Yes,
the record.
yeah. Which is like another thing I liked about the record. It's just like it's very much complex with those harmonies and whatnot, guitar parts. And with those guitar parts too in general, a lot of just like I play guitar and I'm like, I'm like, I cannot play this at this speed, like at all. Just like all this like math rock tapping type thing, and like, are you guys just very? You guys are obviously very experienced with all your guitars and all your instruments, right? Like how long have you all been playing it?
Why did we
Playing
all just
instruments?
look at each other? What was that? What just happened there?
I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
VH1's behind the music. We're breaking up right now. I've been playing guitar for well over 15 years now. And I think, Dustin, you're probably somewhere in the same.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Same boat.
But Fabo, JP are, I don't want to say least experienced because I don't like the way that sounds, but they've been playing their respective instruments.
Yeah, I'm least experienced at bass because I've been playing music since like 2007.
We're homies, we're having fun, but we take excellence very seriously. As far as like, we expect everyone's best. No one's not perfection, but what you can realistically do excellent most often. So I think that kind of comes across in the music and the live performances and stuff. Because like if you listen to the record, there's nothing like sloppy on there. Like we're pushing for like good everything as much as we can. And if the computer needs the help, so be it. But we're not reliant on it.
Okay. Is it very much just like, I want to say like, do you guys ever feel like stressed about like any guitar parts that they come up with, like trying to like re-perform or recreate it?
No.
No, not at all.
On the record.
No.
No. If there's something that's on the record that we don't play, it's because there's not a third or fourth guitar up there, basically.
Okay.
So
Whenever Dustin sends a very tap oriented like voice message to me like about like a new song, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to count again.
Chicks dig math rock.
Dude, honestly, I did not want to say math rock, but I'm glad that you guys said math rock because I feel like very much the tapping and sort of like more like I guess complexities that you would see like in Midwest emo and math rock is very much there.
We'll get like diet math. Like
Diet
Yeah.
math for sure.
Diet math get 1
Math
plus
light.
1 instead of like. Do you guys take like inspirations from all like math rock artists, or just like math rock in general, or just like is it kind of just like how you like to play?
I think it's kind of how I like to play. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely like math rock, but it's not what I listen to primarily, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, that sounds really cool. I want to do a little weedle, weedle, weedle.
Weedle weedles.
So You're the Weymouth has been out since July, correct? Yes.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Yeah. I think
July 1st.
I'll talk to
July
my people.
1st. Yeah. So I think the two songs that really stuck out to me are No Excuses and Seasons. These are like, they're such bangers. I love them. I love the drum part in No Excuses. Like all your drum parts are amazing, but I feel like in No Excuses it's very prominent and like very there. It seems very like just cool and it fits the song a lot. Like how was it like recording that sort of drum part?
Do we want to tell the truth or do
I
we
think
lie?
we should. We should tell the truth. I joined the band, I think the week they were doing drum tracking.
Yeah.
So
for the second
for
record.
the second record. So I will officially state right now I am not on any of the Weymouth material.
Oh.
But we do love
I
when
can-
people compliment him
No.
because it means they believe in him
I
and that they picture him doing that.
If it makes you feel better, JP can still play it. He's not.
I'll play it live, but
Yeah.
I cannot take any credit for the writing or the performance on the album. I think most of the writing was kind of I'm maybe speaking out of
I can
go for it.
tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
The first record was a friend of mine that I hired as a session drummer.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Brandon Sinclair. He's fantastic. He's a rapper. His name is Rhythm. But he's the first drummer on the record. And then our second EP, I forget his last name. Actually, no, I don't. I think it's Andrew Stark. But I had connected with him. I was selling something online, and we just traded some gear, and we were sitting there talking for like 30 minutes, and he's like a drummer, and I look into him, and he's fantastic. And we were in the process of pretty much putting Year of the Weymouth together, and we had no real leads on a drummer at the time, and went ahead and booked and paid for the guy to come in and do that. And then when we met JP, we were just like, hey, just so totally honest, like we're in the middle of an album. There's someone. Are you cool? Like, is it cool? And it's always been cool. So, but yeah, so those are 2 session drummers. They're technically not session drummers. They don't do it for a living, but they are both fantastic drummers.
Yeah.
And it was literally the first one. I set up a group where the guys could watch a live stream drum session of me and my friend working on the songs, and they were like, more of this, more of that, just in the chat. So I felt like a real streamer for a little bit.
Real Twitch streamer, yeah.
And then for the second EP, we were like all in the room and just talking to the drummer, like just same deal, just a little more advanced, but
Okay.
awesome time though.
How do you feel, JP, about the drum track, drums and everything like that? Do you feel up to the challenge? Have you been getting well along with it, or?
Yeah, so I'm maybe, I don't know, the least experienced here as far as with the instrument. I started off playing piano, funny enough. But I felt like this time with getting to learn these tracks and kind of getting to play with them more has given me the tools necessary to go ahead and tackle future writing and recording stuff with them. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm stressed about it, but I won't lie, but I'm very much looking forward to it. As I said, when I first, it was a buddy of mine who connected me with this band. He said they're looking for a drummer, and I listened to their music. And I was like, I was like kind of just blown away. I was like, this is kind of what I've wanted to be a part of for a long time. So I immediately linked up with them, and it's been a lot of fun. But I'm very much looking forward to it.
You can't see it, but we all just shed a tear. It was very the heart. Felt moment.
The heart of it all.
JP's been absolutely destroying it. Like, it's been so great having him.
Nice. So for the for the lyrics, Brendan, does the song serve the lyrics, or the lyrics serve the song? In this case, it's a very like sort of mixed together. Like, is there anything about that?
That's the one question I really don't think I can give a straight answer to. I've done it every way you can imagine. Like, sometimes they'll hit me all at once. Sometimes I just write a couple lines and think about it for a couple weeks, and then the rest comes. I've no rhyme or reason, honestly.
In context of like music or words first, it's music first though.
Yeah. I feel like that's with probably most bands, right? And it's just like very much music. And then
I think it depends on the type of band.
Okay.
Like I imagine like a singer-songwriter type person probably doing like some words, melody first,
Yeah.
before they formulate the rest of it. But we just try and serve Brendan a bop to put words on, which they do well.
Here is a tasty tune.
Yeah.
I can send you a crappy voice clip.
A little voice memo for your pleasure.
Yeah.
indeed.
As a treat. Justin can have one small voice memo as a treat.
What's your favorite song to perform, Brendan?
I think Seasons ultimately. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased because I know that's my mom's favorite.
Yeah.
But I feel like Seasons is like a really good inclusive package of everything that we do stylistically in one song.
Yeah. And is that true for everybody else? Like, Seasons, your favorite song? Like, what's y'all personal's favorite song to perform? /
I like No Way Jose live. That's fun. I like them all live. I think they're
Yeah.
yeah.
I think my favorite's Libby. I absolutely love playing Libby.
Yeah, Libby's fun.
Yeah.
My favorite has yet to be played live, but I'm very, very excited for it. It's going to be
Is that foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing. What show do I have to go to in order to find
the next one? Maybe. I don't know.
Next one. We'll see. But it's 7:25. It's definitely my personal favorite from the record.
That's one of my personal favorites too.
We were almost worried about the minimum wage being raised and making it irrelevant, but that hasn't happened. So I guess we're good.
It also feels weird that I'm no longer working the job that I was working that inspired me to write that song.
Oh, nice.
So happy ending, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, very happy ending.
And I guess my favorite song to do live is probably A and B.
Yeah.
Just the energy from the crowd every time we play that is just so exciting, and it's a lot of fun.
It's our free bird.
It's got an ending that you can only hear at live shows.
Oh my gosh, I definitely have to catch live shows now. Jeez, man. Because honestly, like I've been so busy with just schoolwork. So
Can't recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time to do the radio thing and actually play some music. I'm gonna put on some of Weymouth's. I'm gonna put on one of Weymouth's songs, "Seasons," hope you all enjoy, and stay tuned for the latter half of the interview where we talk about, their social media presence, the local scenes, for more quick-fire questions. All right, see y'all then. All right, and we're back. We're back with Weymouth. Very cool. You guys have way more of a social media presence, I feel, than like other sort of like bands your size. How's that working out for you guys? Do you feel? Is it working to your advantage? Is it like annoying? Like what's up with it?
It is a labor of love because I think outside of sending memes to one another, we have a tough time being meaningfully active on social media.
Yeah.
But as of late, we've tried to assign days of the week for each of the members to kind of do their thing. And even still, like today is Falbo's day. So
and you posted Poke Pals. Right?
Hold on. That was me. That was me.
Oh, okay. I mean, look.
Only because you liked it. I had.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Yeah. No, I'm in charge of the Weymouth Wednesday posts. So.
That is awesome too. I also wanted to ask about that.
Yeah.
Weymouth Wednesday with Libby. Who started that? You
That was
started.
100% Falbo.
Yeah,
we had
that's
no idea.
100% Falbo?
We had no
That's
idea it was
awesome.
coming. He's like, guys, check out what I made. and here's the thing. There's like 50 of them unreleased. He just cranks them out, and they're all good. They're all good.
He literally sends us like 4 every week.
Which
It's
one
like,
should
what's
we
your
do?
favorite?
And then he doesn't post our favorite.
Oh, come on.
To be fair, I was going to post your favorite, but the Fantano one just beat it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. Weymouth is with the culture.
Weymouth Wednesdays, hype it up. So how do you feel about sort of social media and sort of like smaller bands? Is it worth like going towards for those smaller bands? It's like very much like obviously a lot of these smaller bands just post like their local venues and like what they're playing, and then that's sort of like all they got. But like you guys have obviously more of a personality, I feel, on social media. Is that something that you feel is an advantage?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's important for them, or like, you know, anyone that's on our socials to not just see like the front page as like a, you know, here's a show coming up or here's this. I think it's important that we share like who we are, like as like, you know, as humans. Like it's really fun. Like we show like how we interact with each other, like how friendly we are to each other, how close we are together.
Yeah.
Like it's
Big agree.
yeah,
Big agree.
it's just
Whenever I see a page like that where it's like, here's our next show, here's where we're playing at next, it just feels like consume. Catch us here. And like I get the idea of like promoting, but like I think through the pandemic we like found like a yearning for like a more like personable experience with how we consume music, and so I think that's why we kind of like there's content of us. I don't know if it's up yet, but we made breakfast today for lunch. Like we do like homey meals like often, and like sometimes we'll post stuff like that, just small clips, but it's just a look at like we're hanging out. And the thing is like we just like to foster a sense of community within ourselves, but also with our fans and how we interact with them, and just try and be as personable as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big goal social media wise, like especially for getting people to come out to shows, is we want to make them feel like they're coming to hang out rather than just pay whatever and then.
That's what I want, right? Like,
Yeah.
because like we're gonna play our set, and then what we're gonna do is just sit there.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with homies. Like if I'm out of the house, I want to capitalize on it.
Yeah. So with social media, you guys kind of hinted at it before. Is it more of a is it becoming more of a conscious thing to like get something posted like every week or like every nth day or whatever? Is that sort of the vibe for now?
Yeah, we unfortunately have to play the game just like everyone else.
Yeah.
So we try and keep it frequent. But it's the same like with a friendship. If you don't hear from someone for a couple days, you might worry. So we just try and tap in with the internet homies every once in a while.
Do you find that a lot of, I guess, fans find you through social media or just through your music, like your Bandcamp type stuff? Like, what do you find more?
We definitely have some awesome fans that have found us strictly through social media.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Luke.
Yeah. Luke has been at so many of our shows, and like we've literally only known him through Weymouth. It's so wild.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then outside of that, it's word of mouth and other friends of friends and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then people we meet at the shows, like we made friends just from being around.
Yeah.
So
and then we foster that via social media, because it's not like they're gonna be at every gig. We're not gonna see them every single time, but we're hoping that they come to the next show and that we see them again. It's so awesome seeing people that like you know them from no other source other than like playing in this band, and to just continually see them, because like one, it's like that's awesome, they enjoy our music, but also like they're friends and we get to hang out with them. I think that's always pleasant, having been cooped up for like the past 2 years and change.
For sure.
Nice. Real quick tangent. What's the next item for Weymouth Wednesday? Do you know that yet? Do we get an exclusive scoop here?
What if you helped us choose?
Oh, that'd be great.
The power is in your hands
Oh
right now.
my
You
God.
tell us what it is, and we'll make it happen.
What I want. Oh my gosh.
Libby's capable of finding anything.
Lily's capable of finding anything?
There is a pretty sizable Pikachu plush outside in the.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'll just point that out.
They're gonna find. Okay, we should probably take a picture of that. But Libby finds that big sizable Pikachu plush, because that'd be awesome.
yeah.
Just don't be surprised if it goes missing.
For art purposes.
That would be awesome. Just something like that.
Libby makes her moves in the night.
I love how sort of like, I guess, memey and like I get shit posty like yes can sometimes be like
Thank
like
you.
Livy. It's like like everything because like literally Livy is attached to a Clash of Clans goblin thing.
Yeah.
And it's like it's great. It makes me laugh every time to see them like going up there and just like getting the item. It's like it's very fun.
I didn't know that, and that makes me love it more. It was just random.
No, it's Clash of Clans.
And I also can't not associate that with AMV now. Like it's my
because
it's
you
my
get the
new
beginning
mental
of the
image.
riff. Yeah, you get the beginning riff of AMV and then just like it comes down. Yeah, I mean honestly, like see now I'll never stop associating with that. So I guess going on to more like how you guys present yourself on social media. You guys are very posty, sort of memey. Is it? You guys are also very like gaming centric and sort of like I feel like nostalgic in that sort of realm. Is that very much what you guys are as people?
This is a Nintendo band.
Nintendo band, yeah.
Plus Brendan. Plus Bethesda.
I think Nintendo's cool. I just had to play at my friends' houses. I'm PC kind of person.
Hey, I feel that. Me too.
But
Don't
yeah,
worry.
I would say that is very true to who we are. I mean, that is a majority of what we're doing when we're not.
Yeah, we're all big gamers. I was in game development for like 6 years too, so it's
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah.
Jose worked on.
No, I didn't. Shh.
To be continued.
I was about to ask that question, but we'll leave it obscurity.
I worked on Fortnite.
Oh my god! I was at Wake Tech Community College, like doing their gaming thing for a little bit, but it never went through. Now I'm here. Smile. So I also heard that you guys are huge Smash Bros. Fans. You guys have a Twitch channel where you guys do Smash tournaments, all type of stuff, right? Well, what's y'all's mains and who's the best? You
I
feel?
think we can all say the best in 3, 2, 1.
Dustin.
Yay.
That is a very easy.
I like how
question.
Dustin knew that he was the best and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, what was that about?
Come on.
Yeah. So me and Fabo are actually arch nemesis on Smash. I main Adult Link. He main,
And I main Samus.
and we'll do like best of threes, and we yell awful things at one another. But yeah, so lots of screaming, lots of shouting. But I am very much a casual player. But I will never turn down the opportunity. But we don't play with Dustin anymore.
Man, what's
No,
up,
I'm kidding,
Dustin?
I'm kidding.
Why don't they play with you? But you like, what's up?
I don't know.
I like
Be
being
like,
on
check out this
Dustin's
100 hit
team.
combo.
I think it's because I main Rosalina and Luma.
Oh my God, really?
Oh yeah.
For the record, I'm not very good, but Captain Falcon on the way.
Yeah. What's yours, JP?
Oh, I'm a.
You gotta guess.
Yeah.
I think. Oh wait, no.
No, he saw.
Yeah, I know, cause on Twitch it's Young Link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Exposed.
Exposed.
Little baby.
Little baby Link.
Is that it's like Smash Bros. You're like die hard like game, or you all play other games together, or like if Dustin beats you like a good amount of times, you guys are like, okay, we're gonna play like Wii Sports or some
Me
stuff.
and Fabo went on a little bit of a Diablo 3 run for
Yeah.
there, just a little bit.
I got sucked into it too.
Yeah.
Barbarian's super easy. Just only got to worry about 2 buttons. It's great.
Gosh. Yeah. Pretty much Smash for
Yeah,
me.
that's the one thing. We'll hit like some Mario Kart, Mario Party occasionally.
Yeah.
But it's mostly Smash.
Well, like I also love on your social media you did like you do like these playthroughs. You did it with Seasons and you did it with Starlight. And I loved that sort of like, again, very nostalgic, very like VHS put it in sort of type thing. And there's the thing. And also just like you guys have like you had Kirby on one of them, and then just like Super Mario 64 on the other.
Yeah.
Like those are awesome. Like I like those guys. Do you guys play like a lot of like, I guess, more like old classics by yourselves, like when you're not playing with each other?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think. Oh, it might be Justin and I. We both own N64. Paolo's got a GameCube. Jose recently acquired a Wii that he just plays on. But we We are all Nintendo fans here.
Yep.
We
Nice.
all grew up playing.
Okay. Well then, I guess let's more transition towards your local scene, which is Moore County, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
How's it like down there instead of Moore County, sort of like Central NC? Like what's it like compared to Raleigh? Like, how do you guys like it? Like,
Very
Sparse?
sparse. Yeah.
No.
So you look like I guess like 2012, 2014, Dustin, you probably feel like that's fair
Yeah.
for
Anyway,
like cup of flow
Yeah.
era.
2011 to 2015 is like,
Yeah, it was pretty active, and you could catch a show most any week of like.
oh, every weekend
Yeah.
it'd be like 5-band bills Friday through Sunday.
Yeah,
like
and it was a little coffee shop called Cup of Flow. And it was an interesting spot. I'm not from that area. I grew up like 40 minutes away, and I just never left.
Mhm.
But when I would go to shows, that's where I would go.
yeah.
And
That's-
it was just it was a ton of fun as a teenager. So
It's definitely where like all of us really grew up playing music. It's how we got to like be more like, had the thought of being in a band, like, oh, we can go play here once we get some songs together.
Mhm.
And that kind of like, I don't know, brought us all up in that environment, which is why we kept doing it.
Yep.
And after Cup of Flow closed and all the venues we had closed, it was up until like the pandemic that or after the pandemic that even there was a place to play.
yeah.
So many bands dropped off. There wasn't an active music scene at all. So you had to drive like an hour or so just to play at a venue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's important to note though, just like we're speaking strictly like original music, right? Like if
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
if you want to hear Wagon Wheel on a Wednesday in Southern Pines, they've got you covered. Like, like and like it's serious though, because like just the amount of cover bands out in those areas, like the bars want cover bands to service their customers. That's what people want to hear. But there are also people who want to hear local original music, and that's not super easy to find anymore in that area, just because of all the bar like businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
So when Cup of Flow closed, yeah, Cup of Joe.
Yum.
sorry.
That's a coffee
No
place on
disrespect.
Hillsborough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that spot. But yeah. So when that went away, so did a lot of like the local original music. So
Oh, that's nice. Is that so I guess comparatively, sort of with what I've been hearing with the Raleigh local scene is that like the pandemic happened, the community really strengthened itself, sort of thing. Is that, would you say it's very much the opposite for Moore County? Just sort of like everything just sort of started to die down a little bit, unfortunately.
I think it's pre-pandemic when stuff started to die down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
'Cause,
Cup
like, there was-
closed. Yeah.
I just you didn't see kids like ripping like bad sounding power chords anymore. They like that breed just like died off, and it like killed me because like even you look at those areas, like the band program shrunk too.
Yeah.
So there's like a
Oh.
lot less music in that area. And like where I'm from, Sanford, there's again same deal. If you want to hear Wagon Wheel, they got you. But like original music, just not
Yeah.
happening.
Everything pretty much closed around like 2016. So I mean, it was like a slow burn.
Mm. I also heard that that you guys host house parties too, right?
Yes. So those
Jose.
are the Jay Gon's audio
Awesome.
house shows.
Jay Gon's audio house.
And that is me attempting to kind of fight back and
Revive.
just create what I want musically. Like I want to be able to hear teenagers play crappy power chords
Yeah.
and be angry about something or just have something to say. So those started out as like just like a party to get together, play with another band, and we just kind of grown them. So I'm doing them like once a month, and we just invite local bands out to come play those.
That's awesome. Has it been growing? Have you been seeing a lot of success with that? Would you say?
It just depends on how you measure success,
Yeah.
right?
True.
Because, like,
True.
Yeah, because I can only fit so many people in my home.
Yeah.
We got Boy Named Sue out there one time.
Yeah. Boy
Yep.
Named Sue played. There's a set
Bangers.
of theirs on YouTube. But what I'm doing now is we've been growing them a little bit more each time. But now when the bands come through, they play full set, and then I've got like an entire studio's worth of equipment out there recording it live. So when that's done, I'm mixing that down. So it's not just a feed from the board. It's being recorded from my control room, and it's just a completely different experience than what you would get like if someone pulled multi-tracks at a venue or something like that. And I'm doing those for free and just putting those online kind of like almost like an archival of the house shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then it gives bands that may not necessarily have the means to go ahead and put out like great recordings. It's at least enough for them to be like, hey, here's what we sound like live. Like here's an honest depiction of who we are and how we can interact with the crowd. So that's something I'm aiming to continue to do monthly. So
Nice.
Yep.
I honestly hope you find great success in that, because it seems like that area does need it.
Yeah.
Especially like, I guess, like, do you guys like see sort of like Weymouth as sort of like, I guess, a not necessarily like a leader, but like a sort of like a shepherd, I guess, like for this new scene that will hopefully pop up? Do you guys see yourself like that? Are you guys that like, I guess, egocentric
I feel like
or
a
like facilitator? Yeah.
'cause
Okay.
I usually push for like working with like younger artists and trying to put younger people on when I can.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that kind of help, and so whenever I see people that I could potentially help, I just do it.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Whenever we play with a band I like, I talk to those members forever so they remember us. Long
Nice.
story short.
So, what is each of your guys' favorite games outside of Smash? I feel like all of you would probably say
Breath
Smash.
of the Wild right now. Breath of the Wild. I'd started my first playthrough, and I'm like, I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
It's ruining my life.
Splatoon 3 just came out, and
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
played
pick that up.
competitively in Splatoon 1 and 2. I know. So now I'm like not sleeping and only playing this game.
Honestly, with that, I will say, anytime anybody mentions competitive gaming, I always say that I Season 4 Overwatch, Reinhardt, top 500 PS4.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know. But anytime anybody mentions it, I always gotta say it because I earned that. You know,
You did,
I feel like
you
I
did.
earned that, and I feel like you earned your Splatoon rank, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyone who's heard Libby and had Fallout New Vegas on their bingo card, you're
Yes. Honestly, like I described the cover art for one of my sets on Livy, and I was like, how do I describe like a Fallout New Vegas like robot? Like just like it's round and like has a screen.
It's funny because like that song, like I was coming up with lyrics for that when I was cooped up in my room. Like it was still like pandemic, like first wave of it, and I was playing a lot of video games, and I was like trying to throw in metaphors as to like how I felt about my environment around me. While also kind of drawing attention to what I'd been doing most of the time. Since we were like out of work, there was nowhere to go. That's just all I did for a while.
If we can't get a hold of Brendan, we at least know they're safe playing New Vegas. We find comfort in it.
They're safe with New Vegas and.
So I guess Pikmin is probably my favorite series.
Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
I think I almost cried when they announced 4. So
Oh yeah.
4 Pac-Mans. That's a lot.
so many Pac-Mans.
The 4 Pac-Mans
Those
there.
are ghosts. Those are ghosts, Jose.
I saw the meme where where's the Pikmin's carrying the Queen's coffin? Did you guys see that?
I've seen it, yeah.
It was really Pikmin carrying the Queen's coffin, and I was like, "This is so funny." But I feel like it'd be something you guys would post. But like, I mean, like, you know, just like on a story.
For the record, Weymouth is anti-imperialist.
Yeah, there we go. Good.
One of my recently, it's a very recent one. Because I tend to have the habit to pick up games and go pretty heavy with them, like competitively. And I used to play Counter-Strike, CS:GO competitively.
Yeah.
So I'm now moving to Valorant.
Mm.
So I started playing that a little bit. I'm actually gonna be getting a PC so I can play because I've been playing on my girlfriend's PC.
Nice.
Gamer boys up.
I've been playing I play League pretty extensively. Unfortunately, I play League and I play right now I'm playing like Cyberpunk 2077 just because that's a hype about it. That's all.
Did you play it at launch?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
I did like
I
it.
couldn't. I have a very, very nice gaming PC, and it would just constantly crash. So I just put it down.
Oh no.
And I'm waiting. And
Wait.
I'm gonna come back to it eventually.
You should. I mean, like it's I play with a 2080 like super on launch, and like I had no problems. But then again, like every system's different.
Yeah.
But I guess last question. If you could become one fictional character for a day, what would it be? Just like you have all their powers, you just have everything. You're just that fictional character.
Bilbo Baggins is an easy one for me.
He's dead, dude.
He's not.
You need to think about the band.
Bilbo Baggins can't play drums while dead. Come on.
If he's not dead, then where is he, JP?
He's
on
with the
he's on that
elves.
boat. Yeah.
He's with the elves.
Where the elves go when they want to be dead.
undying
Yeah.
elves.
The retirement. He's in Florida.
In all seriousness, I think SpongeBob has it pretty easy. I'd be SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Probably Shrek for the layers.
It's hilarious.
Hands down, Luigi, for sure.
Why?
Luigi rules. Everybody loves Luigi.
There needs to be some character analysis.
Luigi is apparently the most healthily endowed of any Nintendo character, and that's
This
canon.
interview's over.
He's got a whole mansion to himself. What?
Exactly.
I gotta pick. Oh man, I feel like Kirby is a good choice.
Yeah.
Because like other than like the minor catastrophes that happen like in like world-ending events, other than that, he just kind of eats and hangs out. Like he doesn't lose, so I can go for that.
You never lose.
Outside of that, maybe just a rich guy, so I can just buy a mansion for all my homies. That's a fictional character I want to be well off.
But I would already have a mansion, so.
Yeah, we can think of Talbot's mansion.
You could
I
be
got a pineapple. We're good.
you could be Robin Hood and steal from the rich.
Yep.
Oh, well, to end off, where can everybody find you? You know, what's up with Weymouth?
Should you desire to find us, you can find us at Weymouth the band, pretty much everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram,
Tumblr.
Deezer.
Just kidding. Not Tumblr.
Deezer,
Yep.
and then should you want to find us, I guess.
All right. Well, Weymouth, thank you very much again for coming on to WKNC. It was awesome to have you guys here. I hope you all had fun.
We did.
Thank
Super
you.
fun.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And thank you, listener, for listening to Off the Record. With me, the Loaf. The slice on Off the Record. I guess I got to keep up semantics and appearances and whatnot. Yada yada yada. We will end off on No Way Jose and Libby by Weymouth. Again, thank you, Weymouth, for coming to the studio, talking to me, and thank you guys for listening. All right, see y'all later. Cool. Awesome.